Hey guys!
Hey everyone!
Hi, I'm Shannon Berry.
I'm Mia Healy.
It is Rain Edwards from the new show, The Wilds.
Stay tuned to watch the first episode for free.
For free, okay? For free.
And let us know what you think on social.
Use our hashtag, The Wilds, and I will see you after the show.
Early this morning, we made contact with your parents. We'll travel them here as quickly as possible. And the quarantine order will be lifted soon. Not just for you, but for all the victims. At which point, you'll be free to see each other. Just to be clear, our primary goal is to conduct an investigation. There's a lot of haze surrounding your circumstances that we just want to clarify. And I cannot stress this enough, but this is just a conversation. That's all. This is my colleague, Agent Young. He's going to be running point on this. He's the investigator in charge, brass tacks guy, if you will. But me, I'm here for you, Leah, to make sure you feel safe. As a trauma specialist, that is my sole and sacred duty. You thirsty? Would you like something to drink? Let's see. Didn't know what you'd like, so we got a bit of a grab bag here. Is anything calling your name?
I used to drink these all the time.
Good, great, that's great. Don't hesitate to ask for seconds, or thirds, or anything at all, really. After all you've been through, we want you to feel as comfortable as possible.
What have the others told you?
Nothing as of yet. You're the first one we brought in.
So then you don't know what I've been through, do you? You're just assuming trauma. You're just assuming it was a living hell.
Okay, Leah, no one is assuming anything.
Sorry, look, I don't mean to say that what happened wasn't traumatic. Obviously, it was traumatic. To end up where we did, in the middle of nowhere, completely cut off from the lives we left behind. That brings us to the real question, doesn't it? What was so great about the lives we left behind? Because here's what I remember of all that. I remember not being enough. I remember wanting to be more. I remember the dark moods, the violent moods, moods that nobody had any patience for. And then there was the brutal social scene, which some girls could just glide through like they belonged everywhere. And there you were, just trying to belong somewhere. I remember the ridiculous expectations they had for us. Like, we were supposed to be these golden gods 24/7. I remember the responsibilities. Heavy burdens meant for adults forced on us before our time. Responsibilities that made you think, yeah, this is definitely my healthy development right now. And don't get me started on the impossible problem of sex. If you were terrified of it, which you had every reason to be, you'd be deemed a frigid chastity bitch. But if you were somehow unafraid, like if it was just naturally your thing, then God help you. The world is a dangerous place for a sexually evolved girl. And on top of all that, there was this new feeling, this sick, ugly feeling of wanting to love and to be loved back, which never ends well.
So if we're talking about what happened out there, then yeah, there was trauma. But being a teenage girl in normal-ass America, that was the real living hell.
Tell us what you know about the dawn of Eve.
There, I mean, you just would not.
The retreat was my mother's idea. She thought it would be like therapeutic.
Did you have a chance to look through the activities? You know,
But maybe they were just scared of me. My dad had started looking at me like I was radioactive.
Private plane, honey. Direct to the big island. If that doesn't boost you out of your funk, I don't know what will.
Please don't refer to my emotional devastation as a funk.
Leah, I know you're recovering from some kind of breakup. And I know you're not wild about this trip. But your father and I, we're kind of at a loss for how we can help.
We're really trying here, Leah.
Hey. Hi. Are you all right? Hey. What are you saying?
Pink, is that your ringtone? Hey, stay with me.
Jeanette. That was her name. I found out later. And she was the only one who'd come alone. The rest of us came in pairs. There was Tony and Martha, best friends from Minnesota. The Texans, Dot and Shelby. There was Rachel from New York and her sister, Nora. And Fatten, of all people, from my school. But like I said, none of this sunk in until later. Not faces, not names. Not the ridiculous welcome video.
Right now, hundreds of girls just like yourselves, aboard charters just like this one, are en route to our retreat in Kona, Hawaii, for a long weekend of female-centric learning and growth. The dawn of Eve literally waits for no man.
I was somewhere else, trying to disappear into those pages where it all began.
Do you know there is a vegan drum circle on the South Lawn? I mean, seriously? Be a vegan or be someone who does drum circles, not both. Everyone is just too interesting around here. I've got, like, interesting fatigue.
Is that why you hang out with me? I'm so bland, it gives you a chance to recharge. I get it. My hair's all one color. I'm a virgin that still drinks dairy milk. Shit, I really am boring.
Actually, by being the most normcore person here, you've low-key turned the tables. You've become the freakiest freak of all. Well, either you're a fat, the true basic bitch.
Why did she even go here?
You seriously don't know?
Fatin is a cello virtuoso.
She's like a shoo-in at Juilliard. You don't have to read that book, you know. Miss Wolf only assigned it because Galanis used to go here. It's shameless alumni promotion. God, have you read chapter 6 yet? A 12-page description of the wallpaper in a waiting room.
Yeah, but I think the waiting room was like a metaphor, though. For how stuck she felt.
Tell him yourself, he's coming next week. Some kind of school-wide literary event.
So, in the interest of bringing us all together, I'd like to propose a little icebreaker.
Oh, like never have I ever?
That game's a little much.
I know. So here's how it works. One person says something they've never done. And if you have done it, you have to drink alcohol.
That game's a little intense. Like for people who don't know each other real well. So how about we just pair off, powwow with your partner for a sec, and then afterwards you can introduce her to the rest of us.
This white girl said powwow.
So?
So it's not her word? You should be triggered.
Okay. I'm not, though.
Why am I always fighting your battles for you?
I don't know. Because you like fighting?
Okay. Guess I'll have to play matchmaker. You can come with me. Right about here. Okay. And it looks like we'll need one little group of 3. Or you can just sit this one out. All right. Shelby. And you are?
Martha.
Martha, it's a pleasure. Okay, so let me tell you a bit about me. Okay, I do real. Okay? I do family, I do Jesus, I do pageants. And I'm doing this conference to offset the pageants. Some colleges might see them as retrograde when it comes to female empowerment. Has anyone ever told you I have the most drop-dead gorgeous eyes?
Hey, I've got a question about your shirt.
I've got a few questions about your cargo pants.
Yeah, well, I'm not a lesbian. Sorry to disappoint. I just like storage. But I see shirts like yours everywhere. Shirts that have, like, a lot of attitude.
So what's your question, then?
I guess just why are they a thing?
Because they're super cute and super hilarious.
I just think it's kind of funny. You wearing that to a feminist retreat because your shirt is literally telling women, get out of your face.
Whatever. I don't even get feminism. I get called a girly girl like it's a bad thing. So I'm double the amount of girl. And somehow that's not feminist. It's ridiculous. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. This looks delicious.
Thanks, dude.
So you play basketball?
Yeah, I used to. I got cut from the team for unsportsmanlike conduct. This bitch from another team kept fouling me, so I pissed in my hand and I threw it at her.
Were you good?
Hell yeah. I was a beast on the court.
People who waste their talent get on my nerves. If I missed even one meet based off of some foolishness on my part, I'd never forgive myself.
What are you doing?
I have an app that turns my phone into a digital scale.
Also, I have 2 pugs, Coco and Jax. They're from the same litter, but they're like so different. So what kind of music do you listen to?
I don't really know. Everything, I guess.
You know what's funny? I always say I'm into rap and hip hop, but the other day I was going through my Spotify history, and guess who I listen to most? Pink. It was like a wake-up call for me. Honestly, we should all be checking our play count. You can't hide from your play count, and my play count says I like Pink. Who do you keep looking at?
My sister.
So have you been listening to me at all?
You're from San Francisco. You hate being homeschooled. You work at your family's restaurant. You collect erasers. You have 2 pugs named Coco and Jax, and you're existentially prepared to admit that you like Pink.
No, boys aren't really into me.
At least none that you know of.
I've got a pretty good lay of the land. It's just none, period.
Well, all you need is one good one, Andrew. He is such a keeper. For our anniversary, he bought me an actual star, like in the sky. And he named it after me.
Shelby, sorry. I think you have cake in your teeth.
Would you excuse me? Thanks.
It's hard to talk about this part.
Of course. That must have been terrifying.
No. It was embarrassing. The thought did cross my mind, and this could be my final moment alive. How do you think I spent it? I didn't reach out for comfort. I didn't cry. I didn't shut everything out. I didn't, like, carpe diem or anything. I didn't indulge. I took no measures to protect myself. I didn't pray for my mortal soul. Here's what I did. I sat in my f***ing love puddle and thought about a guy.
The world knows him as the 2013 National Book Award winner. But to me, he'll only ever be the little shit who sat at the back of my class making paperclip chains and ignoring every word I said. Please welcome Jeffrey Galanis.
I should say, in hindsight, that the paperclip chains that she's referring to probably had more artistic merit than anything else I was turning in her class. Anyway, I thought that we would start with the reading. Carrie's wish was simple. For something to finally happen to her. Something that would add color to the bland desert of her life. And that's what it was.
Hey, Ian. I'm supposed to take Jeff back to his hotel after, but I am out to my goddamn eyeballs in AP prep. Can you give him a lift?
Wait, like Jeffrey, Jeff?
Yeah.
I would, but my brother.
I'll do it.
Oh, God, thanks. You're a lifesaver.
They used to jump rope together until Angeline tripped doing double dutch and broke 3 of her teeth at the turn of the
You are bleeding internally. Your heart rate will be like shot. I think you're just a little roughed up. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
All right, help me out with the timeline here. About how long had you been out there at that point?
I don't know.
2, 3 hours? I'm just trying to pin down when the crash occurred.
I honestly don't know.
From the crash till when you spotted the shoreline, you can't give me a ballpark estimate.
Look, I don't mean to be difficult. It's just that part at the beginning. It's all a blur. And not just for me. After the plane went down, we all had this blank in our memories. Even the ones that came to on the island.
Martha! Marty! Marty!
You gotta get up and move around, all right? You're in shock.
They made me come. I'm not supposed to be here.
Who, like Your parents?
Well, if it makes you feel any better, they're probably feeling pretty shitty right now. Like, crushing guilt.
Hey, you win. Well, kinda, not really. Got a little bit of...
Rachel, are you okay? Is this helping? Because if it is, I won't stop you.
You think I'm doing this shit on purpose?
No.
Because it could be motion sickness. Or the fact that we just woke up in a nightmare, right, Nora?
I was just asking, Rachel.
No, you weren't. You were treating me like a child, like you always do. I mean, that's why we're here, right?
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes, it is. You got it in your head that you need to protect me, and now we're here. When you ran your mouth off to Mom and Dad, what did you tell them, Nora? Nora, what did you tell them?
I was worried about you, and maybe you needed a break.
Great. Great break, right?
My ankle. Bad, isn't it?
No, it just needs a little TLC, okay?
Sometimes you collide with a person and you get this feeling that they might become important to you. Maybe it's from a look or an act of kindness. Or maybe you just like the way your world feels when they're in it.
I'm really sorry, by the way, if this is way out of your way. I would have called it an Uber or a Lyft or whatever. I am a person who has chosen not to own a smartphone.
That's like a whole thing?
Okay, a few years ago, I lost my iPhone, and so I had to revert to this old flip phone, and then, I don't know, I started to kind of like the Luddite image that I was projecting with it so much that I just kind of stuck with it, and, you know, yes, it is admittedly an affectation.
So do you want to listen to music?
Yeah, you,
There's an aux cord in the glove compartment.
Oh, shit, CDs.
Oh God, don't. Those are really old. There's no reflection of who I am.
No, it's no judgment from me, trust me. And I'm dying to know what's on Awesome Summer Mix.
I didn't name that.
And Pink, oh my God, I love Pink. Like, I feel like she's got like this amazing anarchic quality to her.
Yeah, she's kind of eternal. Your hotel's just right up here.
Oh. Man, that was fast.
I don't know if you're hungry, but if you haven't eaten, we could get some food.
Is there anybody else out there? Hey, did you see anybody? I didn't see anybody. Tony! Martha! It's the last time you ghost on me.
I'm fine. Seriously, Shelby's been amazing.
You wearing?
He's not breathing.
She's not breathing.
Too fast. You're pumping like double time.
No such thing as too fast, only too slow.
Actually, compressions can be too fast if they're not deep enough.
Dude, slow down.
Oh, ease up, Dottie. You're going way too fast.
Okay, hell, if you're such an expert, somebody else tap in.
Okay, yeah, you just have to go.
Who knows CPR?
So it turned out everyone had a working knowledge of CPR.
It's weird, isn't it? That every single one of us knew how. Is that important for your purposes or whatever?
Honestly, it could be. Anything could be relevant at this point.
Which is why it's crucial that you give us this full picture account of the flight, of the others, and what you were doing on that plane to begin with.
But I feel like I should be asking you about your book.
No.
I have to write an essay on it, so I'd love your help.
Okay. Let me first ask you, what'd you think of it?
I loved it. I really did. But at the end, like, it got a little weird. Like, it got a little sentimental, I think. I'm really sorry.
Sure.
I
No,
didn't need to say that.
Yeah, no, that's okay. The truth is, like, sometimes at a certain point, it feels like it's like impossible to get honest feedback out of anybody. So I appreciate it. Thank you. It's very kind of you. This is fun. We should do this again sometime. If that's not like totally unwelcome or whatever.
Can you even enter contacts into this thing, or is it just for selling drugs?
Oh, you're being funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, sorry. It was a joke.
I'm gonna let you behind the curtain a little bit. If a girl really likes someone, she won't put their name in her phone. Your crush is like sacred. You can't just file him in your contacts between your cousin and your chem lab partner. That would make him common. So you learn his number, every contour of every digit. You carve those little hieroglyphs on your heart. So you basically sleepwalk through the rest of your life, waiting for dispatches from that magic number. And then there's the pivotal text. It will probably come around midnight, and it will change everything.
You're awake.
Yeah. Hi.
You made it.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. You have nothing to be sorry for.
No, you don't understand. I'm so sorry. Hey, does anyone have a phone?
Don't you think we would have said something if we did?
Not even sure how many bars we'd get out here.
I'm just trying to think of lifelines, all right? They're gonna find us, but we can't be stupid.
We should make a big-ass help sign, like in that movie, 28 Days Later.
What do you think happened to the flight attendant guy?
We should be looking through suitcases, finding phones. You can't just...
Listen, yo. It's the 21st century, okay? They will find us, but in the meantime, we gotta keep track of our resources. 8 Cokes. Right now, that's all we gotta drink, just 8 of these. Okay, but don't worry. Because if God brought us to it, God will bring us through it.
You know, the whole Jesus saves thing isn't like literal. He's not gonna jetpack down and pull us out of here.
No, Tony. Okay, the Lord saves those who save themselves, which is why I'm gonna take a look in the woods. See if there's some fresh water. Maybe you should come with.
Hard pass.
Shelby, here. If you're really going, you gotta take these.
You are so generous.
You know what? Maybe I will go. Make sure Christ doesn't lead your ass into a sinkhole.
Guys.
What the hell, Dot? I'm sorry. Look, I was saving her ass, okay?
It got real wet. You honestly think the sand will dry it out?
I read an article on the internet about alternatives to rice in a bag. Sand was mentioned.
Yeah, well, good enough for me.
Keep your ears peeled. You'll hear moving water before you see it.
How come you know all this?
This may surprise you, but I'm not just some delicate indoor princess. Okay, I go hunting with my dad all the time.
So you do one hardcore thing? That doesn't mean you're not mostly an indoor princess. How many pillows do you have in your bed? I bet you've got one of those mega beds with like 50 pillows. It's your maid, Lupe. She's got to keep taking them off and putting them back on, and it's making her want to off herself. Am I right? You know I'm right.
Yeah, well, I've also shut down a 10-point buck, snapped his neck to finish the job, and butchered him in the field all by myself. God built us to contain multitudes, Tony. Turn around. I have to pee. Plug your ears. Plug your ears or I'll have to sing. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It didn't happen consciously, but I was finally starting to notice the others. Like Martha, how every creature meant something to her. Or Nora, how she always knew when you were looking at her, and how her smile could mean a million different things. The veil of obsession was lifting. The world I had narrowed down to one was starting to repopulate.
There's no better place to grow into yourself. What does grow into yourself even mean? It sounds gross, like an ingrown hair. I didn't think it'd be so chilly.
I know. I'm not sure we're anywhere near Hawaii.
Hey, this is yours, right? But just like that, the veil fell again. And he was all there was.
Hi.
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 Hi. Can I come in?
Oh, yeah.
This is so nice.
Yeah, it's not
You
bad.
have 3 outlets over there.
Yeah, I asked for one more and they said no. Hey, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I've lost all of my...
Will you want me when I'm old What a waste of a pretty face. What a waste, that face, what a waste. What a waste of a pretty face. That face, what a waste, that face. Living like this is not easy. Don't do what I What a waste of a pretty face. What a waste, that face, what a waste. What a waste of a pretty face. That face, what a waste, that face, that face. All the clever ones are lonely, funny ones are dead. One wear white and come to dinner. Try a bitch instead. Will you want me when I'm old?